Boom. Boom. All right, hey everybody, how's it going? This is Jim. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live. Give me a minute here, and I will. All right, 80s. All right, okay. Yeah. All right. All right, okay. So, yeah, hey, thank you for the birthday shout-outs and everything. All right, so here we go. Yeah, just give me a minute here. I will be with you shortly. All right, so, yeah, where are we going here? All right, yeah, okay. So, here we go. All right. Okay, so yes, give me a minute here. I will start. Okay. All right. All right, so yeah, okay, yeah, I'm here. All right. So, anyways, yeah, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live. I am just okay. I'm just like sharing it to a bunch of groups here. Fuck. All right. Whoops. All right. Okay. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay. Okay, if I'm missing anybody, craft beer, cigars. Okay, let's go. 28 shares, 2 comments. All right, everybody. Hello. Welcome. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live. All right, so, okay, all right. So, yeah, let's see here. All right, come on. All right. Okay. All right, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live. This is a very special episode. Okay, so as we get into... Okay, all right. Share to your story, public. All right, so... Okay. So, yeah, let's see. I want to say hello. All right, so, yeah. Oops. All right. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. There we are. Rubik's Cube. Okay. Okay. All right. So here we go. It is Big Jim Blogcast Live. It's a very special birthday edition. Okay, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 247. It's Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. All right. Now, okay, so let me check this out here. What do I got? All right. Okay. So, yeah, it is Big Jim Blogcast Live. All right. Okay. And yeah, like I said, it's a very special episode today. It is my birthday as well as every other birthday. But let me give you the intro of who we are. All right. So welcome to Big Jim Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 247 on Facebook. Big Jim Blogcast Live airs Sundays on Facebook, the occasional Fridays, Wednesdays. We're in our 5th year as Big Jim Blogcast Live, debuted back in 2018. If you want to tune in and say hi, say hi. Now, Big Jim Blogcast Live does craft beer reviews like this one. This one tonight is Puerto Elguino Cerveza, brought to you by, it is by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Okay, so like we do craft beer reviews like that one, over 200 and counting, from craft breweries right here in Sarnia, in the area, and across Ontario and across Canada, pairing it with a cigar and spirit. Tonight's cigar is a Cohiba Cuban with Gibson's finest whiskey. All right, so okay, okay. So yeah, we pair it with a cigar and spirit. We talk about like classic movies, classic TV, movies, sci-fi, pro wrestling, sports, classic rock. This week in Van Halen history, local events near you, countdowns, birthdays. Birthday shoutouts to our friends, retro, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear are the buzzwords here. Big Jim Blogcast Live is seen in the U.S. and Canada, plus also worldwide now. For the UK, Australia, Mexico, France, Spain, Germany, and so on. So thank you for watching. Turn us on and tune in and enjoy the show. Politics and religion are banned. I want to say my disclaimer, I'll lay that out there. You may say a few bad, dirty words. You may hear a few bad, dirty words from me, like shit, damn, screw, the F word. That's all right. You go to your safe space and get a Kleenex. All right. And we've got bongo solos tonight. A good one. All right. All right. So, anyway. So, as I'm going to reiterate, say we're not spam. Tonight's blogcast will go out later on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, Anchor FM, and all these audio listening platforms you're listening to your podcast to. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Giving shouts out, going to give shouts out tonight for to everybody in the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. All the pop culture, retro, classic, nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen groups, craft beer, cigars, Star Wars, pro wrestling, classic TV and movies, all the Dallas groups, J.R. Ewing groups, all the Marvin Gaye groups, Alec, Guinness, and birthday shout-outs. Holy shit, birthday shout-outs. Birthday shout-outs, including my own. I'm celebrating the 30th anniversary of my 23rd birthday today. So, all right. So, let's see. All right. Classic. Wait a minute. Classic TV and movies. Classic rock. Classic television movies. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. All right. So, yeah. Okay. All right. So, anyways, yeah. So when we get going here, cheers, and here we go. So, and plus, what's on tap for tonight? Okay, you've got your beer review. We've got birthday shout-outs, lots of them. All right, we're going to cube the Rubick. We're going to get some countdowns, local events. Everything here is April 2nd related. Okay, in some way or another. There's a common theme here tonight. Excuse me. So, tune in, say hello. Feel free to say hello to Big Jim Blogcast Live. we're going to talk about the movie 2014, or we're going to talk about the movie The Walking Tall with The Rock. Dallas, the classic TV show. It's its 45th anniversary today. Plus Who Shot JR, Season 4, Part 2. We'll talk about Hardboil Hagerty and Sawyer Fulton, pro wrestlers. We'll talk about the legendary Sir Alec Guinness and his character Ben Kenobi. Our hockey cardio Joey Tenute. Our the late great Marvin Gaye and Gregory Abbot. Classic album Midnight Love by Marvin Gaye and This Week in Van Halen History. Plus a whole lot more. So, okay, all right. Okay. So, anyways, let's see here. Okay. So, more options. Share to a group. There we go. Chain reaction. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay, we limit. All right. So, I guess I cannot. All right. So we add a restriction to your. Okay. Okay. All right. So, anyways, well, good enough. Good enough. All right. So, okay. So we add a restriction here. Okay. So yeah. So while I'm going to you groups, all right. So we can enjoy ourselves tonight. Whatever. Facebook just placed a restriction on sharing. Well, but whatever. So we're still not going to have a good time. All right, give shouts out to everybody like watching out there tonight because it's birthday. It's a birthday celebration. So, anyways, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna light this puppy up here. We're gonna get to some. All right, so it's a Cuba. All right. Oh, that's a good Cohiba. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I love everybody here. All right. So, besides that, well, I'm going to move this over here. All right. So, anyways. All right. Lots of love. Lots of shout outs there. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, but feel free, like, Sue or Ann, feel free to share this group all over Facebook. So tonight's blogcast all over Facebook. So only got 28 shares in. So anyways, whatever. Bongo solo. Boom. Happy birthday, everybody. Oh yeah. But before we get to that, before we get to a shitload of birthday shout outs, we're gonna get to my craft beer review for tonight. All right. All right, so this is a Cohiba. It's an extreme close-up from Riverfront Cigars here in Sarnia. It is from Cuba. All right, our craft beer for tonight, and I'm trying this. All right, so here's the lowdown on my craft breweries here on my beer rating system. I'm trying this for the very first time tonight. This is called Puerto Elguino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. My hometown. All right, craft brewery. As again, I'm trying it for the very first time, but I'm going to tell you guys about my beer rating system. 10 to 6 is a smiley face, outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average. Now, if it falls below this, 5 to 1, not such a happy face. Average, below average, not very good, terrible. All right, there's the close-up to it. All right, there you go. All right, so, anyways, yeah. All right, is it... Okay, so there we go. So we are, again, I am trying this for the very first time. And before I open it, it says, from ports unknown, close your eyes, you're on vacation, chilling at the swim up bar, rocking your rad retro sunny, surrounded by hotties with beach bodies. Can you picture it? Well, beer just tastes like that. All right, so a refreshing Mexican style that's clean and crisp with no aftertaste, perfect with a wedge of lime and sunshine. So here we go. All right. Well, you know what? I am going to add a lime to my glass. All right. There we go. There's the lime. Putting it in there. There we go. Got rid of that. All right. So, anyways, here we go. Yes. All right. So, what do we got here? Notification. All right. So, yeah. All right. So you guys, if you got like, all right, so I'm trying this for the very first time. Look how this pours. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, nice golden round here. All right. I'll tell you something about Three Sheets. Got their glasses here, their beer glass. I'll tell you about my weekend a little bit into this. All right. So I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. Porto Elguino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. And here we go. All right. Okay. All right. I'm glad I brought backup. Okay, top this mother up. And there we go. There's a nice clear glass. First impressions, not all that bad. Goes down smoothly, you know. Like they said in the can, there's no aftertaste to it. Yeah. Well, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the Blogcast. So, as you may very well know, longtime viewers of Big Jim's Blogcast Live know that. It's got to grow on me all throughout the Blogcast. So, but I've got the lime in there. Tastes really good. All right. So, anyways, accompanying it with Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. It's got a Corona type taste to it. Okay. Sometimes, yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So what do we got in here? Barley, wheat. Oh, you can really taste the barley in that. So, anyways, cheers, everyone. Happy birthday. We're going to get to some birthday shout-outs. Plus, I'm going to cube the Rubick, as I always do. All right. So, yeah, let's start. Say hi. If you want to say hi, don't be shy. All right. Good cigar here. Cohiba, Cuban. All right. So, now before we get to some birthday shout-outs, believe me, I'm 23 plus 30. 23 plus 30. You like my math? I do too. I'm going to get the blue side of this. I'm going to do 20 turns. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shit. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I'm no better off than, what that did. So, all right. Yeah, I see we've got like lots of viewers here tonight. Pop on, say hi. You know what? Wish me a happy birthday, because I'm about to all right. I am about to rock everybody's world here with the birthday wishes. All right. So, anyways, here we go. All right. All right, birthday wishes. From March 27th to April 2nd. Here we go. Happy birthday, everyone. Tanya Bergstrom, Randy Scar, Tracy Portis, Mark Brand, Melissa Eames, Warren Phillips, Mike Jackman, Scott Pearson, Cindy Armstrong, Hans Kosher, Kara Turcott, Lim Emery, Sean Haslam, Paul Medeiros, Janice McMichael Dennis, Ann Forbay Simpson. All right, and today, Darren Miles, Melissa Rivers, Jim McNair, and me. Happy birthday, everyone. All right. Oh, yeah. All about me today. Just kidding. Anyways, what do we got here? So, no more notifications. All right. So, yeah. Hello. I'm going to write in a comment here. Hello. Boom. All right. So, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. All right. Happy birthday shoutouts. I hope everybody had fun in their birthday and they got what they wanted. So, yeah. Let me tell you what I did on my birthday. We celebrated it yesterday, and my girlfriend's working today, but she still watches the blogcast. Sue, I see you're out there. All right. So, quick thinking here. All right. A birthday bongo solo. Happy birthday, everyone. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So, okay. All right. So, feel free to share this blogcast with whoever you want to. Birthday wishes are just coming in. Thank you, everyone, for the birthday wishes. Yeah. So, all right. So, anyways, yesterday, Susan and Ann and I went to the Mandarin in London. Oh my God, it was just a great time, like great food. You can't say enough about this restaurant, the Mandarin in London. Chinese buffet. Oh my God, it's just like amazing food, amazing desserts, sushi and all that. And then we went to the shoe factory, and I got a couple of pairs of shoes for under $128. Yeah, a couple of new pairs of shoes for under $130. So, pair of runners, and a pair of nice shoes. So, yeah. Oh my God, that's awesome. All right. So, anyways, yeah, that. And today, being my birthday, I didn't do much, just relaxed, enjoyed the day, anyways, so, all right. Yeah, so, anyways, our craft beer for tonight, I'm accompanying it with, Gibson's Finest whiskey, all right, very rare, all right, so, all right, our craft beer for tonight, and I do have a lime in it, Puerto El Guino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada, my hometown. I visited just this past summer ago. It's on Highway 21. Trying this beer for the very first time. Owned by Jeff Carver. Excellent dude. So, anywho, wait a minute. That reminds me. So, hold on. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Send in messenger. All right. So. Wait. Three Sheets Brewing. Nope. Send. There we go. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So it is called the craft beer of the night. It is called Puerto El Guino Cerveza, and it's by the. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. No unpleasant aftertaste, goes down really smoothly. It takes me all the blogcasts to get a read on it. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast, so if you're still here and sticking around, you can throw out a number, see if it matches up with mine. It's going to land up in the high percentages, trust me. This isn't like a sad face beer. But yeah, it's a beach beer. I will go out on a limb and say that for now. Yeah, I did. I enjoyed myself. So it is Puerto El Guino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. So, all right. We got a lot to take in today. Happy birthday, everybody. I'm turning the 30th anniversary of my 23rd birthday. 53 years old. Mm. Mm. So we might carry on this celebration a little bit longer tonight. You never know. Here's a bongo solo. All right. So yeah. Okay. So yeah. Before we get to countdowns, I'm going to reiterate that this blogcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, all these audio listening platforms you're listening to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live, youtube.com. Shouts out to everybody watching in the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, all the, especially Sarnia Rocks, Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal groups, craft beer, cigars, Star Wars, sci-fi, pro wrestling, blogs, classic TV and movies. Plus, we're going Dallas, Larry Hagman, Marvin Gaye, Alec, Guinness, and plus our birthday shout-outs for it's a special birthday blogcast. So, yeah. So, if you're tuning in, type in, say hello. All right. So, we got a good cigar here. It is like a Cohiba from Havana, Cuba. Mm. Mm. All right. So, yeah. We're going to have a good time tonight. It is Sunday, April 2nd, 2023, on the eve of my 30th anniversary of being 23 years old. So, yeah. All right. So, we're going to get to some countdowns now. All right. All right. Mother's Day is only 42 days away. Victoria Day long weekend for those of us in Canada is 50 days away. Father's Day is 77 days away. The Good Friday long weekend is only 5 days away. Canada Day is only 90 days away. The August Civic long weekend is 125 days away. And summer is only 80 days away. So it's spring right now. So right on. All right. Okay. All right. So yeah. Oh yeah. So anyways, if you're one of those birthday people, like that share, today's my birthday, so I want to give shouts out to fellow April 2nd birthday, co-birthday holders, Darren Miles, Melissa Rivers, and Jim McNair. So happy birthday to all of you. I hope today was special. And happy birthday to everybody else. I hope your day was like pretty rocking. So as mine was. So yeah, just relax, laid low today. So I got birthday shout-outs coming in still. See details. Okay. You can't use groups for 1 hour. So, all right, 8:30. We'll go to that. All right. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. And so. All right. Okay. So, yeah, I see everybody's like out there. It is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 247, Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. That deserves a bongo solo itself. All right. So, yeah. All right. Before we get going with local events, I got to say, tonight's craft beer, accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey, on the raw, or like straight. All right. Tonight's craft beer, I've got a lime in there. It is Puerto Alguino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Good summer beer. No unpleasant aftertaste, goes down really smoothly. And you know, when I do these craft beer reviews, you know what? I just go with my gut. I don't do anything fancy like, you know, well, this craft beer, you know, is very exquisite tasting. It's it warms the cockles of my soul. No, I go with my gut on it. I go with my like instinct and gut, and yeah. So my instinct tells me it's a good summer beer. I'll expand on that a little bit more. And here's like what they pair it with. There, if you can see that, all right. Pair it with a guitar, with the sunset, with a lime. Or no, yeah, I do have a lime in here. So, yeah. So, all right. And Three Sheets is owned by an incredible dude, Jeff Carver. So, Jeff, good job. You know, not yet. I'm going to give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So, all right. So, yeah. All right. We get going here. We've got our local events to go through. All right. So, oh yeah, good Cohiba there. All right. Now, with local events, for the past couple of years, we had COVID, which pretty much banished everybody indoors. Local events were put on the back burner. The buzzwords used to be like hiatus, canceled, postponed, rescheduled. Got shitloads of birthday coming in here. Right on. So, okay. Now, Blue Water Border Fest. Here we go. Blue Water Border Fest. Now, that happens June 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 2023. Now, it's going to be in Centennial Park in Sarnia. The acts, like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Justin Moore, Tim Hicks, City and Color, Sheepdog, Blue Stones, and Saturday is going to be Daughtry, Theory of a Dead Man, and Pop Evil. Tickets, www.ticketscene.ca. Now, Mark Perrin and the guys like who put on Blue Water Border Fest picked up the pieces where Bayfest left off, and they did an excellent, fantastic job. They're doing an excellent, fantastic job with Blue Water Border Fest. They gave us tickets to give away on Big Jim Blogcast Live in 2019. Let's see if they're going to do it again. So keep watching Big Jim Blogcast Live for updates. So Blue Water Border Fest, always a good time. Oh yeah. With the craft beer review, this is the guide, the growler. It's Ontario Craft Beer Guide, $3. You can pick it up at any craft brewery. It's like it goes over all the breweries. This was Volume 4, Issue 1. It goes all over Ontario, all the craft breweries in Ontario. It lists every craft brewery to date. So great to go, their services, what they offer. You pick this up anytime you go into a craft brewery. So, all right. Yeah. So anyways, getting back to local events here. Revelry Music Festival, July 21st to 23rd. It's all ages. The acts are going to be the Arkells Lights Living Room for small, Gypsy Flats, Little White, $95 general admission, $135 weekend pass. That's going to be in Canaterra Park in Sarnia. Saturday, August 12th, 6:30 p.m., Rumblefish, Rockin' the Duke, New Orleans 2. Tickets are $30. They board 6:30. The cruise is from 7 until 10 p.m. You contact a member of Rumblefish for tickets. Saturday night dances at the Sarnia Legion. They're going to be downstairs, $7 cover charge, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. They play classic rock and country. 286 Front Street North. They run from April to May. So, yeah. Sunday, April 16th. All right. This is going to be a good one. This event returns after a lengthy absence. It is the Sarnia, Sunday, April 16th, 2023, the Sarnia Pop Culture Show at the Point Edward Arena. Back after a 3-year absence. You got comics, You got cosplay, games, toys, special guests, tickets. You got to go to the pop culture. You got to go to the Sarnia Pop Culture Show on Facebook for ticket info. Last time we went, we met the Brooklyn Brawler. This guy, he's a big fan of Big Jim Blogcast Live. And yeah, filmed a promo for us. Great guy. Yeah, Thursday, April 25th, 6 p.m. at the Sarnia Imperial City Brewhouse is Books and Brews Club. It's a book club combined with craft beer. Sarnia Imperial City Brewhouse, another great little craft brewery in Sarnia. So, all right. Sarnia Kisman Rib Fest. So June 16th. June 16th, 11:30 a.m. till June 18th, 2023. Runs till June 18th, 7 p.m. in Centennial Park. You've got craft beer, you've got ribs, you've got music. True Fire, Chain Reaction. The bands True Fire and Chain Reaction will be there. So, rock and roll. Great time. Always a great time at the Sarnia Kisman Rib Fest with ribs, music, craft beer. Awesome. All right. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So, anyways, all right. Happy birthday, everyone. It's a birthday. It's a very special birthday blogcast. So, all right. Okay. So, okay. Before we get going here, I'm going to reiterate that this blogcast isn't spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Listen Notes, and all these audio listening platforms you listen to your podcast too. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Just shouts out to rewatching the Sarnia group, Port Elgin group, Sarnia, especially Sarnia Rocks, supporting Sarnia, all the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen hard rock groups, all the craft beer, cigars, Star Wars, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, plus Dallas, Larry Hagman, Marvin Gaye, Alec, Guinness, and our birthday groups, because today, very special day. 30th anniversary of me turning 23. So, yeah. All right. Okay. So, yeah, that deserves like a bongo solo in itself. All right. So, and our craft beer for tonight is accompanied by me with a Cohiba Cuban. Also accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. The craft beer for tonight, it is called Puerto El Guino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. I have one of their glasses here. They're on Highway 21. They're in Port Elgin, owned by the awesome dude Jeff Carver. And I gotta say, I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight, and it's definitely a summer beer. It goes down smooth. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. I brought backup too, one other more can. So if you're still here and you're sticking around by the if you're still here by the end of the blogcast, I do give it a rating out of 10. So later on, so if you want to throw out a number later on, see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. So far, so good. All right, so I'm going to top it up. All right, so and I do have a lime in it because it does taste like with any Mexican themed based beers. So here we go. There's the. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, so okay. All right, so like I said, we've got a common thread tonight, April 2nd. So. All right, so I'm just gonna. All right, so main menu. There we go. All right, All right. So, anyways, yeah. Okay. So, if you're out there, it is, and you want to say hi, feel free, pop on, say hello. So, all right. It is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 247, Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. Happy birthday to me and everybody else out there who shares my birthday. Darren Miles, Melissa Rivers, Jim McNair, plus all these other, all you guys, happiest of birthdays to everybody out there. Anyways, so we get to our movie. All right, so we get to our movie tonight. It is... All right. It is called Walking Tall. All right, so there we are. All right. So anyways, this was released April 2nd, 2004. It was a budget of $46 million. The box office was $58 million. The cast, of course, was Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, as Chris Vaughn Jr., Army veteran. Johnny Knoxville as Ray Templeton, Chris's friend and ex-con. Neil McDonough as Jay Hamilton. Michael Bowen as Sheriff Stan Watkins. Barbara Tarbuck as Connie Vaughn, Chris's mom. John Beasley as Chris Vaughn Sr. as dad. This was a remake of the 1973 film Walking Tall with starring Joe Don Baker. And you can see he's got all business there, got his baseball bat. All right. So anyways, okay. Basically, former U.S. Army Sergeant Chris Vaughn moves back to his hometown in Killsap County, Washington, looking for work. All right. So, basically the Cedar Mill where he worked at closed down 3 years ago by Jay Hamilton. That's this guy played by Neil McDonough. All right. So, there we are. All right. He opened a profitable casino and is corrupt. Chris gets assaulted by the security guards. Next day, tries to press charges, but the police and sheriff are also in Jay's pocket. They're corrupt. Chris runs for sheriff and wins. Deputizes his friend Ray. That's this guy, Johnny Knoxville. And promises to clean up the corruption in the town and crack down on corruption in the town. So, all right. Jay and the ex-sheriff force who Chris fired attack Chris and his family. Chris gets them to safety in a special hiding place. Chris and Jay face off at the Cedar Mill. Chris cripples Hamilton, arrests him, and eventually shuts down the casino and opens the mill. So, as remakes go, I saw this film. I posted blog clips of it on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. Pretty good. If you've ever seen the original, go see the original. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, does a pretty good job in this movie, carries this movie. So, yeah. Like I said, it was... Walking Tall was released April 2nd, 2004. So, told you, the first of many April 2nd themed, common thread tonight. So, Walking Tall, I posted, clips of it in the trailer on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. Good movie, check it out, featuring The Rock. Can't go wrong. Good popcorn movie. So, all right. Okay. All right. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, if you've ever seen the original Walking Tall with Joe Don Baker, check that out too. So, all right. Boom. Bongo solo. There we go. All right. So, yeah. All right. Okay, and so before we get to season 4 of Dallas, Who Shot JR, part 2. All right. Okay, so all right. So it was, before we get to that, tonight's craft beer, accompanied by a great Cohiba cigar by Riverfront Cigars in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. We've got Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. So, oh yeah. Birthday shoutouts are just coming in. Thank you for the birthday well wishes today. Our craft beer for tonight, it is called Puerto El Guino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. I gotta tell you, I got a lime in there. I got their glass. Okay. Yeah. Oh God. Good beer. Good beer. Now it does go down smoothly. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. I do have a lime in it, which recommends you do. So, anyways, yeah. It is by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Wow. It's a good summer beer. I will give it that. Spring, summer. Good beach beer. Yeah, so. All right. So, it's got to come at me like, I got to get a read on it, a complete read on it throughout the whole blogcast. Oh yeah, so, all right. All right, good cigar there. Now I've got it on right now. Dallas season 4. Now, this is the 45th anniversary of Dallas. All right, so it is the 45th anniversary of the TV show Dallas, which debuted April 2nd, 1978, Saturday night for 5 episodes. All right. So, anyways, yeah. But last weekend, Big Jim Blogcast Live, we had the whole Who Shot JR mystery. Season 4 opens up. All right, let me show you. All right, where did we go with that? Complete third, fourth. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. All right. So we come to the 4th season of Dallas. Now back in the 80s, when there was no social media, you were glued. If you were a fan of this show, you were glued to it aired. CBS aired the 4th season of Dallas on November 7th, 1980, for 23 episodes. Now, season 4 cast included. So it included. Okay, where's my? All right. All right. So yeah. All right. Okay. So this, like I said, the 45th anniversary of Dallas, which debuted. This is the original cast. All right. So, anyways, season 4 cast: Barbara Bel Geddes as Miss Ellie Ewing, Jim Davis as Jock Ewing, Patrick Duffy as Bobby Ewing, Linda Gray as Sue Ellen Ewing, Larry Hagman as J.R. Ewing, Steve Canale as Ray Krebs, Ken Kercheval as Cliff Barnes, Victoria Principal as Pamela Barnes Ewing, Charlene Tilton as Lucy Ewing Cooper, Lucy Ewing, and Mary Crosby as Kristen Shepard. Now, Season 4 debuts November 7th, 1980, until May 1st, 1981. Now, in the season premiere, No More Mr. Nice Guy, Part 1 and 2, cleaning woman discovers JR shot on the floor of his office and is rushed to the hospital. The Ewing family regroups, and the police look for clues and suspects. Bobby takes over Ewing Oil at the request temporarily of Jock Ewing, his dad. So now the suspect is revealed in the episode Who Done It. Key episodes: Taste of Success, The Fourth Son. In this season, highlight the episodes like Fourth Son. Ray discovers that his biological father is Jock Ewing. I don't think I'm giving away any spoilers here. JR tries to undercut sabotage Bobby's deal with the cartel. Lucy Ewing meets Mitch Cooper, a poor med student, and then they get married. Okay. So, anyways, Sue Ellen discovers that her ex-lover Dusty Farlow is still alive. Donna and Ray get married. JR tries to secretly fund and start a revolution from the government that nationalizes oil fields. All right. Now, the season finale, Ewing Gate. Kristen returns to Dallas and blackmails JR for more money. Sue Ellen tries to take John Ross from South Fork, but JR catches her. Cliff Barnes is at South Fork and sees a female body floating in the pool. He jumps in. She's dead and sees JR looking down from the balcony. All right. So, anyways, when Dallas season 4 debuted, it was the most watched. All right. 90 million viewers watched, tuned in. So, it's competition. Okay. This was, all right, so CBS, all right. The primetime network schedule, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m., 1981. Dallas was season 4. This was on Friday nights. NBC had News Magazine with David Brinkley. All right. And ABC had the Friday night movie. So, as you can guess, nobody was watching. So, anyways, okay. So, anyways, people were tuning in to see who shot JR. So, it was, oh yeah. So, all right, there you go. So, now, it opens, it debuts. Now, who shot JR? List of suspects were his parents. The Vegas odd makers had, well, was it JR's parents? Nope. Was it Bobby Ewing? Nope. Was it Cliff Barnes or Sue Ellen Ewing or Vaughn Leland? Nope. It was, and before anybody take a wild guess, who shot JR? All right. So, I still got birthday shout-outs coming in. So, all right. It was Kristen Shepard Ewing, the sister. She was having an affair with J.R. Ewing. She was pregnant with his baby. That's why she was blackmailing him. And, yeah. So, anyways, this played by Mary Crosby. She tried to frame her own sister for the murder, but was unsuccessful. So, anyways, yeah. It was in the episode Who Done It that that it was finally revealed that Kristen Shepard shot J.R. Ewing. All right. So, yeah. So, sadly, all right. So, all right. All right. So, all right. So, yeah. So basically, this was, it was Kristen Shepherd. So, anyways, 90 million people tuned in for that, like on the Friday night. Remember, you had no social media. There was 90 million viewers. It was Dallas at that time was the #1 TV show. It ranked #1 with a 27.6 share. Far cry from when it debuted. Like Dallas debuted, the original Dallas season 1 debuted on Saturday, April 2nd, 1978, from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. for 5 episodes. And it was up against long time. It was up against ABC's Fantasy Island, and it was up against the Rockford Files on NBC. So, and then CBS moved it to Friday nights, and the rest they say is history. Sadly, this would be the last episode. This would be the last season for actor Jim Davis, who played the tough-talking, the patriarch of the Ewing family, Jock Ewing. This was his last season as he was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, basically cancer. And as the season 4 went on, viewers would notice that he would get sicker as the season went on. So he had cancer treatments, and his role was lessened. You could tell that he, as the season went on, he got treatment for that, treatment for his cancer. He had to wear a wig and be sitting down in most of the episodes in the later season 4. Sadly, he passed away April 26, 1981, at the age of 71. So here's a cheers to the Dallas to Mr. Jim Davis. So cheers. So that solves the whole. All right. So we put that to bed. The season 4 of Dallas. All right. So season 4 of Dallas. Okay. So. All right. So yeah. Okay. And yes, today is, for all the people in the Dallas groups that I posted in there, it is the 45th anniversary of the first season of Dallas airing tonight. 45 years ago tonight, that Dallas aired. So, all right. So, yeah. Okay. And I did post several clips of the Who Shot JR episode, season 4, the trailers on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. So that it was the biggest. It's if you didn't. Back then, there was no social media. It was just people were glued to their television sets Friday night. All right. Damn good cigar there. That's a Cohiba. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah, we've got on. It is the 4th season of Dallas. On this DVD, they have a 2004 retrospective documentary, Dallas Reunion, The Return to South Fork. If you do have season 4, check this out, because I've got it on the TV right now. And I found it, of all places, in Goodwill. So there you go. Season 4, Dallas. All right. So, yeah. Okay, and that deserves a bongo solo in itself. Boom. So, all right. Happy birthday, everyone. Happy birthday to me. And yeah, so it was like, I mean, both of the shows opposite Dallas died a quick ratings death. So as Dallas, like, as everyone in the country, everybody, including presidents, members of the royal family, pressed Larry Hagman for, hey, who shot JR? And he wouldn't tell them. And apparently, like, CBS and Larry Hagman resolved their contractual differences. Larry Hagman wasn't getting any royalties over the J.R. Ewing merchandise. And, okay. So, all right. Okay. So, anyways, all right. Yeah, there we go. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So, I posted several clips of Dallas Season 4, including Who Shot JR, on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. So, look for it. And if you have Season 4 on DVD, check that out, too. So, all right. Tonight's craft beer. Happy birthday, everybody. It's a special birthday themed. Yeah. So if you haven't guessed, common thread is April 2nd. So, yeah. All right. So tonight's craft beer, accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. Tonight's craft beer with a lime in it. It is Puerto El Guino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company. I got their glass right here. Trying this beer for the very first time tonight. And I gotta say, Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada, owned by Jeff Carver, an awesome dude. It grows on you. It's like really good. It's like a good summer beer. No unpleasant aftertaste to it. With the lime in it, it's especially good. If you can see that, I've got the lime floating in there. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on. So if you're still here and you want to throw out a number, see if it matches up with mine, please feel free to do so. So I'll just top this up here. All right. So, God, it does make me burp, though. All right. So happy birthday, everybody. All right. All right. So, okay. All right. All right. So, anyways, yeah. The bongo solo in itself. All right. Boom. All right. So, anyways, I want to reiterate tonight that this blogcast is not spam. The audio version goes out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Listen Notes, all these audio listening platforms you listen to your podcast to. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Want to give shouts out to everybody watching in the Port Elgin Sarnia groups. Chain Reaction. All the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups. All the Van Halen, hard rock, craft beer, cigars. Star Wars, pro wrestling, blog, classic TV and movies. All the Dallas, Larry Hagman, Marvin Gaye, Alec Guinness, the birthdays. Thank you, everyone. It is Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 247. So, all right. All right. And I've got the cigar here. Great cigar, Cohiba. It's a Cuban from Riverfront Cigars here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. All right. So the birthday wishes just keep pouring in. All right. So, yeah. All right. Okay. Okay, yeah. Hmm. Happy birthday. Yes, we are. Okay. And so, yeah. It's a special birthday blogcast. So, I'm celebrating the 20th or the 30th anniversary of my 23rd birthday. As we get to, all right, our pro wrestler, two pro wrestlers. We've got Hardboiled Hagerty. Now, he was born April 2nd, 1925 in California, in Los Angeles, California. He played NFL football, the Detroit Lions, for the Detroit Lions and Green Bay Packers, and served in World War II in the U.S. Navy. He made his pro wrestling debut in the AWA, the American Wrestling Association, and the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance. All right. All right. Worldwide Wrestling Federation, World Class Championship Wrestling. His championships, he's one-time AWA Heavyweight Champion, one-time NWA TV Champ, one-time AWA US Champion, multi-time Tag Team Champion in the NWA, AWA, NWA Los Angeles, Mid-Pacific Wrestling. Now, he turned to an acting career after he retires from wrestling. He made several appearances in The Love Boat, Walking Tall, Buck Rogers in the 25th Century, Starsky and Hutch, Happy Days, Get Smart, Kung Fu, Adam 12. Unfortunately, Mr. Hardboiled Hagerty passed away at the age of, he passed away January 27, 2004 in Malibu, California. And so, and I posted clips of his, a few clips of his matches and promos on my Facebook page, my Blogcast page. And we also, another wrestler who celebrates a birthday today, Sawyer Fulton, better known as Madman Fulton. Born April 2nd, 1990 in Toledo, Ohio, 6'8", 318 pounds, former Greco-Roman All-American and two-time NCAA All-American wrestler. He made his pro debut for Mid-Ohio Wrestling, September 2012. He signed with WWE and debuted as Next on Next. May 2nd, 2013, he was jobbing against the Wyatt family and used as enhancement talent over the next 3 years. He formed a stable called Sandy with Eric Young and Nikki Cross. He competed in the 2016 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. He was released from the WWE November 3rd, 2017. He competes in Major League Wrestling Federation in 2018. He debuts on Impact Wrestling. In 2019, he fused with Rich Swann and Tommy Dreamer. Is currently competing in Impact 2020-23. So he celebrates a birthday today, April 2nd. So happy birthday to him, and posthumously, happy birthday to Hardboiled Hagerty. Right on. So, all right. Okay. So, okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. And yeah, I didn't post clips of Madman Fulton, but I did post clips of Hardboiled Hagerty. Look for them on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. All right. So yeah. All right. So yeah. Okay. Before we get to that, we're going to cube the Rubick for the second time tonight. I'm going to try and get the blue 20 turns. I'm going to get a full blue side. Here we go. 20 turns? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, oh man, 19, 20. And I'm no better off. Look at that. For all you Rubik's Cube people out there, look at that. So I'm going to do this one more time tonight. So, yeah. All right. Okay. That deserves a bongo solo in itself. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Feel free to share this blogcast with like all over Facebook if you want to. We're not spam. All right. So I got a good Cohiba cigar here for it's a birthday cigar. It is like from Havana, Cuba. There we go. There's a close-up to it. All right. It is Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 247. Before we get to our next contestant, I want to reiterate that this blogcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listing platforms which your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Give shouts out to everybody watching in the Sarnia Port Elgin groups, all the especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. All the Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups. All the Van Halen hard rock groups, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, Star Wars, sci-fi, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, all the Dallas Larry Hagman groups, Marvin Gaye, Alec, Guinness, all the birthday groups, because happy birthday, everyone! It's the 30th anniversary of my 23rd birthday. So, yeah. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. Damn good. Our craft beer for tonight, it is called, it is Puerto El Guino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada, my hometown. I've got their glass and I've got a lime floating in it, Mexican-based beer. Trying this beer for the very first time tonight, and yeah, no unpleasant aftertaste to it. Goes down smoothly. I'm gonna top it up a little bit. Yes, and I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here, sticking around, you want to throw out a number, see if it matches up with mine. Feel free to do so. Yeah. What I was about to do, it's really good. It's a summer beer, spring and summer beer, suitable for the beach. It takes me. All right, so yeah. It is Puerto El Guino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada, my hometown. Three Sheets, awesome brewery. Whenever you're in town in Port Elgin, try to visit that brewery. It's owned by an awesome dude, Jeff Carver. So, all right. Oh yeah, that does settle in your stomach. All right. All right. So, all right. Happy birthday, everyone. All right. Birthdays. I'm celebrating the 23rd or the 30th anniversary of my 23rd birthday, which means if you do the math, I'm 3 years old. So, all right. All right. So, Okay. And I see from my regular Facebook page, I've got birthday tributes coming in. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Now we get to... all right, so we're going to get to Sir Alec Guinness. This guy. He also was born April 2nd, 1914 in London, England. So, yeah, this guy, Mr. Sir Alec Guinness, better known as Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars. All right. So what hasn't been said about Alec Guinness that hasn't been said? Career highlights: he served in the Second World War in the Royal Navy, volunteer. He would do theater. He lived in Stratford, Ontario, Canada, for a brief time in 1953. You have his films: Lavender Hill Mob, The Man in the White Suit, The Lady Killers, The Mudbark. Fun fact: idolized by Peter Sellers. His movies, more movies: Dr. Zhivago, Havana, Our Man in Havana, Thieves of Glory, Murder by Death, Oliver Twist, Bridge on the River Kwai, and of course, yes, Star Wars. All right. And we're going to talk about Ben Kenobi. We have, from the Star Wars character encyclopedia here, a brief, overview of Mr. Obi-Wan Kenobi. All right, so, yeah, who hasn't seen Star Wars that knows about, that, legendary Jedi Master, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Basically, everybody knows the story. He would be he would be offered this role in 1977. He deemed this all right, there he is. All right, he deemed this as fairy tale rubbish, but his salary offer, he got a good salary offer from George Lucas and the studio, and a sense of moral good appealed to him. As long as he didn't have to do any publicity for Star Wars, everything was good. So, right on. Fun fact, his estate is financially well off today. He negotiated a sweet deal for royalties with George Lucas, 2.25% of the net profits from Star Wars back end, which means his estate is worth $100 million today. He's worth more dead than alive. Now, he passed away, unfortunately, on August 5th, 2000, age 86, from prostate cancer. Now, as Ben Kenobi, all right, he sliced off Pondo Baba's arm in the cantina. He meets Luke Skywalker, who helps. His voice helps him. He gets anyways. Who hasn't seen Star Wars? So I'm not giving away any spoilers here. So he hides out on Tatooine for many years. Helps Luke Skywalker destroy the Death Star. He gets into this was a pic of him with going to Darth Vader kills him but leaves his Force Ghost behind on the Death Star. Speaks to Luke on the planet Tatooine or on the planet Hoth. He appears in Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah. All right. There he is. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. Don't think I'm giving anything away. He's got a bunch of highlights on. I posted a bunch of clips of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Alec Guinness. Alec Guinness interviews on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page, and yeah. So, all right. His birthday, his posthumously birthday today, April 2nd, 1914, born in London, England. And would pass away August 5th, 2000, age 86, from prostate cancer. And here is his bio from the Star Wars character encyclopedia. All right. So, yeah. All right. Okay. There we are. Obi-Wan Kenobi and the late Alec Guinness. All right. Okay. Yeah, and I did post a few interviews and clips from Alec Guinness's interviews and highlights Ben Kenobi, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. So, yeah. All right. Good cigar here. We've got like a bongo solo. Boom. All right. So, okay. All right. We're having a good time here. It is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 247. It is Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. So happy birthday, everybody. Special birthday blogcast. Yeah. So I want to thank everybody again for the incoming birthday wishes. All right. So, yeah. All right. Tonight's craft beer, accompanied by Gibson's whiskey, finest whiskey. Yeah. Ooh. Tonight's craft beer we have. It is called Puerto El Guino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Port Elgin, my hometown. I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. Damn good beer. I've got a lime in it, which enhances the flavor. It's got a good summer beer, spring summer beer. Good beach beer. Like I said, no unpleasant aftertaste to it. Goes down like smoothly. They have like a bunch of recommendations with it on the back here. So if you see that, there's an extreme close-up. It is good for guitar, sunsets, which Port Elgin is known for. I'm going to top this beer up. Oh, yeah. And I do give it a rating. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and you want to like throw it a number, see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. All right. All right. Sunday, April 2nd, 2023, episode 247 of Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0. Yeah. Bongo solo. All right. All right. So if you're out there, you're watching, you're tuning in, feel free to wish me a happy birthday there. So it is the 30th anniversary of my 23rd birthday. Fit number, we're going for, we've got number 53. So anyways, yeah. All right. So, all right. Yeah, once again, I want to add that this blogcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where you listen to your podcast too. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Give shouts out to everybody watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks, Chain Reaction, all the pop culture retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen hard rock, classic rock groups, pop culture, like craft beer, cigars, Star Wars, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, all the Dallas, Larry Hagman, Marvin Gaye, Alec Guinness, and birthdays. All the birthday groups tonight. Because happy birthday, everyone. Especially Darren Miles, Melissa Rivers, and Jim McNair. All right. So, thank you. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you for tuning in. All right. So, all right. 29. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Thank you, Debbie, for tuning in. All right. It is Big Jim Blogcast Live. Okay. So, mm, mm. Just relighting my cigar there. I got. Oh yeah. That. All right. Okay. So yeah, thank you for tuning in tonight for Big Jim Blogcast Live, a special birthday edition. All right. So as we get to our hockey card hero tonight, Mr. Joey Tenute. All right. Now, this is Mr. Joey Tenute. This is his hockey card. All right. He was born April 2nd, 1983. Happy birthday to him in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. 5'10", 192 pounds. He was drafted 2003 NHL entry draft, 261st overall by the Washington Capitals, who signed him as a free agent in 2005. So in the 05-06 season, he was sent to the AHL team Hershey Bears and helped that team win the Calder Cup. Played one game with the Capitals, and on July 9, 2007, signed as a free agent with the Phoenix Coyotes. 2008-09 season, he plays for the Finnish hockey team Jokerit. 2009 offseason, he would play for the Frankfurt Lions, and the 2009-10 season, he would sign with the Hamburg Freezers. March 21st, 2011, he would return to Finland and sign a 2-year contract with the team Tappara. 2012-2013 season, he signs a contract to play with his hometown team, the Hamilton Bulldogs, in the AHL. From 2013 to 2016, he would play for the Marano Red Bank in Sweden. 2016-17, he was traded to the Starhammus team in Norway, and he had a pretty short career. Retires from hockey in late 2017. So I did post clips of him and his highlights on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. So this dude, again, April 2nd, 1983. Happy birthday, Joey Tenute. Right on. So, okay. All right. So, Tenute Day. Or Tenute, or whatever. So, yeah. Boom. All right. That was a random bongo solo there for everybody that wanted it. All right. So, okay. Oh, yeah. We got a good cigar going tonight. This is a Cohiba Habana, a Cuban cigar by the Riverfront Cigar in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. All right. So, yeah. All right. So it is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 247, Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. Thank you for ending your weekend with me. I know most of you got to go to work tomorrow. Sorry. I've got tomorrow off. Yeah. What was I about to say here? So before we get to our two music legends, what was I going to do here? All right. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. So, yeah. Our craft beer for tonight, it is Puerto El Guino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Trying it for the very first time tonight. Damn good beer. It's definitely a spring and summer beer. Beach beer. Good for barbecuing. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast, so if you're still here, you want to throw out a number, see if it matches up with mine. Sorry, honey. I know. Rude. But yeah, I see people have already thrown out some numbers. The Three Sheets Brewing Company, that's in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada, owned by a great dude, Jeff Carver. They like refreshing Mexican style lager that's clean and crisp with no aftertaste. Perfect with a wedge of lime and sunshine. We don't have sunshine, but we do have lime in there. Okay. All right. So, yeah. It definitely grows on me. It's got to grow on me all through the blogcast. So, yeah, like I said, I see some people throwing out some numbers here. Birthday wishes are still coming in. Thank you. Thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. All right. So, okay. That deserves a bongo solo in itself. All right. Okay. So, yeah. All right. So, I've got Dallas on right now. Oh, yeah. People are definitely throwing out some numbers there. So, anyways, yeah. All right. So, okay. Okay. You may be right, you may be wrong. So, anyways, before we get going here, I want to reiterate tonight that this blogcast isn't spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, on all these audio listing platforms where you listen to your podcast to. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim's Blogcast Live at youtube.com. All right. So, shouts out to everybody watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the hard rock, hair metal, Van Halen groups, craft beer, cigars, Star Wars, sci-fi, pro wrestling, all the blog groups, all the classic TV and movie groups, plus Dallas, Larry Hagman, Marvin, Gaye, Alec, Guinness, birthday groups. Happy birthday, everyone! So yeah, it is a special, very special birthday themed blogcast, as you can probably guess. Yeah, so happy birthday to me and everyone else here tonight. Darren Miles, Melissa Rivers, Jim McNair will also share my birthday. All right. Plus Alec Guinness, Joey Tenute, the movie Walking Tall, which debuted, the remake with The Rock, and Dallas, the TV show, which also 45 years ago tonight debuted on CBS. So yeah. All right. So we get to two music industry legends, we get to a one-hit wonder. We get to all right, this dude, Mr. Marvin Gaye. All right, he was born April 2nd, 1939 in Washington, D.C. I'm not going to get into his whole career or anything like that, but for fans of Marvin Gaye, he started singing in church at a young age. He joined several doo-wop groups in high school. Strict upbringing as him and his father. His father was like a very strict minister. Were constantly at each other, fighting. He was inducted in the 1987 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He is a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In 1996, he was posthumously inducted into the Grammy Life. He receives the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Rolling Stone ranked his 3 albums, What's Going On, Let's Get It On, and Here, My Dear, as 3 of Marvin Gaye's best albums. In 2005, he was voted in the Michigan Rock and Roll Legends Hall of Fame. Rolling Stone ranked Marvin Gaye number 20 on the 200 greatest singers of all time. yeah, and his influences were Frank Sinatra, Ray Charles, Nat King Cole. But sadly, Mr. Gaye died April 1st, 1984, 39 years ago yesterday, shot dead by his father in an argument. Sad ending for a true music legend. And we have Mr. Gregory Abbot. All right. All right. He celebrates a birthday today, April 2nd, 1954. He's currently age 58. He was born in New York City, best known for his first 1986 solo album, Shake You Down. The title track from that, Shake You Down, sultry, soulful, you know, he looks at you, he's like, girl, I've been missing you. And the way you make me feel inside, Lord, what can I do? Huh, yeah. Start thinking about the things you do. The way you call me baby when I go to you. Shake and I shoot. Yeah, I mean, if I posted that video on the Blogcast, on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. Now, it Shake You Down, like the single went to number 1 on the Billboard singles chart, and that sends his album Shake You Down into the number one spot in the U.S. Billboard album chart, selling over 1 million copies. Now, he still makes music today. His follow-up to Shake You Down, 1986, wasn't as successful. He would go on to record a couple of albums after that. 1996 is One World, 2002 Eyes Whisper, Rhythm Sex, and his last album in 2011. But yeah, he still makes music today. And yeah, so come on girl, shake you down. You know, so yeah, we have like happy birthday to Gregory Abbott and happy birthday to a legend, Marvin Gaye. So, all right. Come, I can give you all the loving you need. Come. Catchy, seductive, romantic song. But, Mr. Gaye, all right, so, anyways, we go to like Mr. Marvin Gaye's last album, Midnight Love. All right, so this was the 17th studio album, released November 8, 1982 on the like Columbia label, produced by Marvin Gaye. Now the singles, side 1, Midnight Lady, Sexual Healing, Rolling After Midnight Till Tomorrow, side 2, Turn On Some Music, Third World Girl, Joy. Okay. All right. So can't even. All right. Yeah, the band Marvin Gaye, like of course sings like piano, congas, bongos. Oh yeah, bongos. Yeah. Ooh, boom. All right. Yeah, bongos, organ, drums, synthesizer, Gordon Banks on guitar and bass, James Gibson on drums, Bobby Stern on sax, Joel Fisher on alto sax. Oh, wait, got it upside down there. So, Midnight Love was a success smash hit based on the, right off the strength of the single Sexual Healing, which I posted on my Blogcast page and shared it on my Facebook page. It hits number 1 on the top black album charts, crossing over to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. Hits number 1 in Canada. Midnight Love so goes on to sell 2 million copies in North America alone, revitalizing Marvin Gaye's career. Now, Midnight Love was expensive to make, like over $1.5 million the cost of the recording. Marvin, like Gaye, experimented with like all the new music technology at the time, and it really paid off. Sexual healing, baby, get up, let's make love tonight. Oh yeah, so it like I said, gone way too soon. 39 years ago today, 39 years ago yesterday, shot dead by his father. Yeah, so here's to you, Mr. Gaye. Happy posthumous birthday. Cheers. So, let's make love tonight. Get up, get up, get up. Because you do it right. Oh, yeah, and that deserves a bongo solo in itself to the Mr. Marvin Gaye. All right. A true music industry legend. True rap, soul, rap, funk, soul. Everything that, like this album has, like, funk, soul, themes to it. Can't say enough about this great album. So, all right. Okay, before you do it right. Boom. And that's taken nothing away from, like, Gregory Abbot. So, all right. Relight this because it went out. Fuck. All right. Great Cohiba cigar, Cuban. All right. So I posted several of Marvin Gaye's songs from that album on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. So, yeah. All right. So, true music industry legend gone way too soon. So, yeah. It is, and it is Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. As you haven't guessed by now, it's like a birthday-themed blogcast. As it's my 53rd birthday, the 20th anniversary of me turning 23. So, as I see on my regular Facebook page, birthday tributes are coming in. Thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. So, all right. Tonight's craft beer brought accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. So, all right. Yeah. So, yeah, tonight's craft beer, it is called Puerto El Guino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Port Elgin, my hometown. Oh, God. Three Sheets on Highway 21. A little bit it's in Port Elgin. Right on the outskirts. Great craft brewery I visited last summer, owned by an awesome dude, Jeff Carver. There's the glass. Trying it for the very first time tonight. Wow, good beer. Good spring summer beer. Good with barbecues, the beach. Spring, summer, and fall beer. Good spring, summer, and fall beer. That Puerto El Guino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on. So if you guys want, you guys want to throw out some numbers, see if it matches up with mine. People have already started throwing out some numbers there. Yeah. All right. So. Okay. And oh yeah. Big close-up of the can here. There you go. Here's the extreme close-up. Ole, ole, ole. Well, close your eyes. You're on vacation, chilling at the swim-up bar, rocking your red retro sunnies, surrounded by hotties with beach bodies. Can you picture it? Definitely. Fuck. All right. It is Puerto El Guino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. So, all right. Okay. So, yeah. All right. It is Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. Thank you for ending your weekend with me. It is a birthday-themed blogcast. As you can guess, it's a Big Jim Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 247. What else? Oh, God. Okay. Okay. So I guess I can, hold it in some more. All right, we've got, it is a birthday-themed blogcast. which the common thread is April 2nd. Before we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast, we're going to give you guys a bongo solo. All right. Reiterate tonight that this blogcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listening platforms to listen to your podcast to. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Shouts out to everybody watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks, Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal groups, craft beer, cigars, Star Wars, pro wrestling, Blogspot, all the blog groups, classic TV and movies, plus Dallas, Larry Hagman, Marvin, Gaye, Alec, Guiness, and our birthday groups. So shouts out to them too. All right, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday. Celebrating it like me, who it's the anniversary of my 30th anniversary of my turning 23. So yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Good cigar there. All right. So, anywho, as we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast, it is time for This Week in Van Halen History. And we cover March 27th to April 2nd. All right. So, March 27, 1986, Van Halen opens up the 5150 tour at the Hirsch Memorial Coliseum in Shreveport, Louisiana. March 27, 1979, Van Halen plays the Jackson County Exposition Hall in Central Point, Oregon. March 27, 1994, David Lee Roth plays the Theater of Living Arts in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. March 28, 2004, David Lee Roth appears himself on a Sopranos episode called All Happy Families. March 28, 2015, Van Halen rehearses for their Jimmy Kimmel Live appearance. March 29, 1980, Van Halen plays Moby Jim in Fort Collins, Colorado. March 29, 1995, Van Halen plays Tingley Coliseum in Albuquerque, New Mexico. March 30th, 2015, Van Halen appears on Jimmy Kimmel Live in Hollywood Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. March 30th, 1985, Sammy Hagar plays the Metro Center in Rockford, Illinois. March 31st, 1979, Van Halen plays the Glenn Smith Spectrum in Logan, Utah. March 31st, 1995, Van Halen plays the Thomas and Mack Arena in Los Angeles, California. April 1st, 1996, Sammy Hagar, Alex Van Halen, and Michael Anthony appear on the syndicated radio show Redbeard Rocks in the studio talking about the album 5150. April 1st, 1983, Sammy Hagar plays the Memorial Coliseum in Portland, Oregon. And April 2nd, 1978, Van Halen opens for Journey at the Music Hall in Omaha, Nebraska. All right, boom. All right, so that is it for this week in Van Halen history. All right, so, okay. So, okay, yeah. All right. That deserves a bongo solo in itself. Boom. All right. Whoa. All right. Okay, people. Now, before I rate the beer, I'm going to cube the Rubick one more time tonight. Getting the blue side. This is what I accomplished. 20 turns. All right. So I'm going to do this all year long. So, okay, here we go. 20 turns. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And that's all I got right there. And that's it for cubing the Rubick. All right. So, okay. Third and final time tonight. All right, good Cuban cigar here. What's left of it, Cohiba, um, from Havana, Cuba. Right, I got that at the Riverfront Cigars right there, right here in Sarnia. So, all right. So, I'm going to give my final thoughts on the tonight. Oh God. Okay. Well, I got to take a time out. I'll be back in a minute. So, all right. Okay. All right. I'm coming back. I'm here. All right. All right. I'm here. I just had to do like I couldn't hold it in. So, anyways, yeah. So before I rate the beer, I want to say it's Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. Big Gin Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 247. Now, my beer ratings, I want to give you guys like beer rating system. There we go. From 10 to 6, it's a happy face, outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average. Below average, not very good, terrible, awful, a sad face. So we don't have a sad face tonight. So anyways, all right. So I've got like my good Cuban cigar here. All right, my good Cuban cigar. Tonight's craft beer, accompanied by Gibson's Finest whiskey. All right. All right, here we go. My final thoughts on this beer. Definitely a do again. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. When I do my craft beer reviews, I don't go, well, this beer is very exquisitely tasting. I don't use it. I go with my gut. I go with my gut on it. Right now, trying it for the very first time tonight. I see people have already thrown out some numbers. This is Puerto El Guino Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. This is definitely a spring, summer, and fall beer. Definitely a beach beer. Like I said, no unpleasant aftertaste. Goes down smoothly. All right. So, yeah, definitely do again. It's a good beach beer. Good summer, spring, summer, and fall beer. Good barbecue beer. Good beer where you're watching the sunsets in Port Elgin. Goes down smoothly. I'm about to all right. So, all right, here we go. I'm gonna write in. All right. There we go. All right. 9 out of 10. Some people were close. Yes, 9 out of 10. All right. Cerveza. It's called Puerto El Guino El Guino Cerveza. It is by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Three Sheets owned by an awesome guy, Jeff Carver. 9 out of 10. Oh man, awesome. All right, boom. Okay, that's definitely a do again. So if you're ever in Port Elgin and you get a chance, go to the Three Sheets Brewing Company and pick this beer up. Great times. Good vacation in a can, basically. Yeah. So some people were close. All right, so. Mm, mm. All right, so yeah, it is 9 out of 10 on Puerto Guiness Cerveza by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. It is Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 247. So, all right, I'm going to give you guys a motivational, inspirational birthday quote. Another adventure-filled year awaits you. Welcome it with great fanfare. Happy birthday. And that's by Unknown. Another adventure-filled year awaits you. Welcome it with great fanfare. Happy birthday. And happy birthday to everybody out there. Especially people who share my birthday. This was like a Blogcast birthday themed with like Walking Tall debuting on like April 2nd. Dallas, the TV show debuted 45 years ago tonight. Hard-boiled Hagerty and Madman Sawyer Fulton birthdays today. Sir Alec Guinness birthday, same birthday, April 2nd. Joey Tenute, our hockey card hero, April 2nd. Gregory Abbot, Marvin, Gaye, April 2nd, right on. So, yeah. All right. Now, okay, all right, so one more time, I'm going to basically, I'm getting requests for t-shirts like mine. All right, so if you want a t-shirt like mine, or a plain white t-shirt like this with the logo on it, I'll show you this. Right on. That's in the large size. Or baseball jersey with the logo on the front and the back, like mine, or any other design, or any other they are $35 plus. That includes shipping and handling plus 6 to 8 weeks for delivery. I can't help that. You just inbox me on my Facebook page, my Blogcast page. Hold on here. On my Facebook page and my Blogcast page, and I'll do my best to get that out to you. So $35 shipping and handling included, 6 to 8 weeks for delivery. Boom. There you go. All right. It is Big Jim Blogcast Live. Version 5.0, episode 247 is Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. Oh, yeah. Birthday themed. I want to thank everybody for all the birthday shout-outs they gave me. For all the birthday shout-outs they gave me tonight. I hope you guys had yeah. And so, all right. All right. So, we're having fun here. All right. So, yeah. Bongo solos. Boom. Yeah. All right. So, okay. All right. All right, people, that's it for me. You're not going to see me next weekend. I want to give you guys all right, so happy birthday shout outs to Tanya Bergstrom, Randy Scar, Tanya Portis, Mark Brand, Melissa Eames, Warren Phillips, Mike Jackman, Scott Pearson, Cindy Armstrong, Hans Kosher, Kara Turcott, Lynn Emery, Sean Haslam, Paul Medeiros, Jennifer Michael Dennis, Anne Bay Simpson, Darren Miles, Melissa Rivers, Jim McNair, and me. Happy birthday, everyone. Our craft beer, Puerto Guiness Cerveza, by Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada, at 9 out of 10. It was a birthday. We did countdowns, local events. Our movie Walking Tall debuted on April 2nd. Dallas TV show, 45th anniversary, April 2nd, 45 years ago tonight. Our Hard-Boiled Hagerty and Madman Sawyer Fulton share our birthdays today. Our pro wrestlers, Sir Alec Guinness and Ben Kenobi. Sir Alec, happy birthday to you posthumously. We cubed the Rubick, our Hockey Guard hero, Joey Tenute, our tributes to Marvin, Gaye, and Gregory Abbot. Both Joey Tenute, Marvin Gaye, Gregory Abbott, happy birthdays. This week in Van Halen history, we rated the beer, we cubed the Rubick, our inspirational, motivational quote. Another adventure-filled year awaits you. Welcome it with a great fanfare. Happy birthday. All right, you're not going to see me next weekend. Be good. All right, boom. Great cigar here. All right, so yeah. Our Blogcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify and all these audio listening platforms. And it's your podcast too, your Blogcast too. Shouts out to everybody watching the Port Elton Sarnia group, especially Sarnia Rocks. All the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock groups, craft beer, cigars, Star Wars, sci-fi, pro wrestling, blogs, classic TV and movies, plus the Dallas, Larry Hagman, Marvin Gaye, Alec Guinness, and the birthdays. Happy birthday, everyone. Cheers. All right. So, cheers, everybody. Hope you had a happy birthday. You won't see me next weekend. Maybe on a Friday night. Who knows? But anyways, happy birthday. Cheers. All right. So, that's it for me. For happy birthday, everybody. For, Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. Big Jim's Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 247. I'm Jim. So, cheers, everyone. And be good. You may or may not see me next weekend. Maybe a special Friday edition. But you never know. Bye.